Then let's talk about Ashanti and Irv real quick. All right. So Ashanti went on Angie Martinez's podcast, gave an exclusive interview where she addressed all of the crazy ish that Irv has been saying about her, talking about their sex life, putting her out there, just really putting the girl on blast. And finally, Ashanti is speaking out. All right. So the doctor wanted to give his thoughts. Okay. So first off, get you out of here, Kim. Bring in Irv, Blockhead Gotti, and Ashanti. Don't you ever motherfucking dance again. Focus on singing and acting. I can't remember your last name, but you know the point. Now, first off, Ashanti is absolutely gorgeous. This is an old picture here. She looks even better now than she did then. She aged beautifully. Like, I don't know what kind of water you've been drinking, Ashanti, but whatever it is, you need to bottle that and sell that shit, and you'll never have to pussy scoot across the stage again. Now, here's the thing with you and Blockhead, okay? I feel like Blockhead is an absolute narcissist. I feel like he felt this ownership over you and wanted to control you and control your every move. But let's get a little bit deeper, okay? Because in my opinion, Ashanti kind of downplayed their relationship that they did have. Let's just keep it real. Y'all smashed and y'all was fucking hard, raw, and wild. Period. Now, I think Irv is fucked up, and I think it's real gutter of him to put her on blast because there's no reason to. I think it's gutter of Blockhead to be mad at Ashanti for leaving him for Nelly when he had a whole fucking wife at home. He had a whole wife and children. Blockhead had a wife, several girlfriends, and Ashanti moved on with her life, and it was a problem. The math ain't mathing for me on why he's even mad at her, but then I really thought about it. And I said, you know what? If the doctor's giving his take on this shit, I think Irv was absolutely in love with Ashanti. I think that Ashanti was everything that Irv wished he had in a wife. See, sometimes you get married to people and before you know it, you had kids and you're doing your thing, and then you meet somebody who would actually be a way better fit. I think that not only did Irv enjoy the sex with Ashanti, and I think Ashanti enjoyed it too, but not only did they enjoy the intimacy together, they enjoyed the intimacy after the penetration, the pillow talk. All right, talking at breakfast, talking at dinner, waking up early in the morning, talking shit, planning their next moves. I think that Ashanti is that perfect mix of femininity, but still like being a tomboy and being real and down to earth, that he couldn't help but to fall for her. She came in like little sis to him and ended up basically being his lover. And I think that Ashanti is the love of his life. And I think until the day that Blockhead dies, he is going to be crying over Ashanti, point blank. I'm sorry, Ashanti. I think this man is going to drag you for the rest of his life because you are literally the one that got away. What y'all think? We ain't heard Irv talk this much about his wife. We ain't heard Blockhead when they had their reality show on VH1. He didn't even pay that much attention to his wife. But all of this for Ashanti. Ashanti was using him. He was using Ashanti. Point blank in the period. He was married, had kids, had a whole thing going on. And let's discuss this too, because Blockhead would come back and say, well, I was separated. I had a legal separation from my wife. I don't know when people are going to learn. You better close one chapter before you open another. If you were still married to somebody, bitch, you still somebody's husband. Or you still somebody's wife. All this separation stuff is cool, but if your ass die tomorrow, guess what? That's still your husband or that's still your wife. So I hate when people do this shit and they be out here dating. I'm single. No, you're not. You're married. Y'all might not be together, but you're married. But you're married. So the fact that he thought that he could control the way this young lady moved when he was married, it's just ridiculous to me. And it's even more ridiculous that everybody around Blockhead is too scared of him to keep it real and let him know that he is making himself look like an absolute fucking fool, still crying over some pussy that he got over 20 some years ago. It's sad when a woman is holding masculine frame more than a man. It's sad when she out here moving more like a G than him. The doctor is telling y'all the world is twisted. The men now was way more emotional than the women. And let me tell you some women, you in trouble, girl. You in trouble. If the niggas is out here like this now, I don't know what's in the air. If this is how it's gonna be, you in trouble, girl. You in trouble. Cause when men are emotional, women come up missing. Mia said, Ashanti said he wasn't even built like that. He comes from a good family. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He comes from a relatively level-headed family. However, we all got that one crazy motherfucker in the family. He just so happens to also be the breadwinner. So it's like nobody's really gonna check him and say, nigga, you wrong. Or even if you don't feel you wrong, you look crazy by putting it. Who cares? Who cares? Y'all both used each other. I think y'all both initially thought it was just going to be what it was. And I think feelings grew on both ends. Now, Ashanti can downplay her feelings. No, feelings grew on both ends. But he fell absolutely in love with her. That is the love of his life. And he going to forever feel like she betrayed him. That's just what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. But y'all better be careful out here. Because the men is way more emotional now, baby, and they don't want to let go. And when men can't let go, women come up missing. So, Ashanti, I'm going to write you a script to honestly just move on with your life. You've already addressed it. There's no need to ever address it again. We know Irv is crazy as hell. We know Blockhead is just screaming on the corner and ain't nobody paying attention to him. And to be very honest, if he start doing too much, just send 50 Cent after him again. 50 Cent seemed to be the only man out here that can actually shut him up and shut him down.